Well, hi there, and welcome to BSF Recovery Team. If you remember, we are taking our locker apart and trying to figure out what's going on there. I did have a chance to check it out on the interweb, and apparently the problem is there's a couple of plates in here with square teeth on them, kind of like your Lockrights or even your Detroits or your Grizzlies, and those square teeth catch on each other when the magnet is energized, and they lock it up. And apparently what happens is those square teeth get cleared off or sheared off. Although I didn't find any teeth in the bottom of the housing, but we're gonna have to take it out, take it apart, and see if that's what's going on, which means that we got to take this side apart. Wow. Never ceases to amaze me. There we go. This Challenger hoist is nice. Surprised I don't wear out the threads in these, taking them apart so often. Oh, that one looks way better. Yeah. Oh yeah, much better. Could use repacking though. Yep. Nuts always getting stuck in there. That one's getting kind of beat up. Oh. Oh. That's stuck on there. Why is that? Because our Torrington is no good. Look at that. That was dry. Our joint's still good though. Okay. Okay, we gotta take our electrical connector apart here, which is easier said than done. Okay, we got that apart. Now we gotta pull our clip off. There we go. Now we have to pull our rubber out, our rubber seal with the wires, not break them off, and to get our locker out. There we go. There we go. Now our caps are still labeled left and right, and they're labeled at the top, so we don't have to worry about mixing them up. The whole thing's coming out. Okay. Still no chunks. Okay. Let's see here. I don't remember how this comes apart. Looks like we take it apart this way. Okay, there we are. Well, our gear teeth aren't all sheared off, and they appear to be engaging like they're supposed to. So, this was stuck in there a little bit. Well, I suppose we really need to clean it up and test our magnet again better, get an actual specification for it, and try it out. Okay, it says GL5 fluid is okay. That's what they recommend. Mine was a little bit water intrusion. Maybe that's what it was, I don't know. But we're gonna check out the magnet and make sure that that's working before we put it back together. Well, doesn't look like we have a bad wire. Not here anyway. 2.6, 2.7. Which is well within our ohm resistance. Now, we're gonna test our ground circuit to be absolutely sure that, that we don't have a problem here. It lights the light, and that's good. But to be absolutely sure, there is another way. to test for voltage drop. And we want DC voltage. .5 volts, that ought to work. So we go on the ground side, which I'm assuming is the black one here. And we have 0.282 millivolts. If we saw a volt or two on there, then I would be worried, but millivolts, that's okay. So our ramp mechanism is a little stuck. We'll clean that out as much as we can with brake clean, and hopefully we can make it work again without buying a magnet. But the first thing we got to do is we got to go to the parts store. We have to get the parts for our front end to put it together. We have to get brake clean to clean this out, and fluid. All right, we're running to the parts store, and when I mean we, me and Jemmy here are running to the parts store. We're gonna get all the parts to do our front end. We'll do some maintenance while we're in there. We'll get inner axle seals. We'll clean out the housing of mud and put new inner axle seals in and a new pinion seal. We'll get that all buttoned up. Hopefully our locking differential will work once we clean it up. Hopefully we won't have to get a new magnet. I think the magnet and the ramp balls are one. I don't think they come apart. Hopefully that's all that it is they're just sticking a little bit, something like that. And hopefully we can make it work again. Oh, and we have to get fluid and our bearings for our wheel bearings, races, and axle seals, and a Torrington. I think that's all. Well, we're here. Okay, well, we had to order a bunch of it. It'll be here at 5:30, 6 o'clock tonight. So we'll go home and do what we can. Okay, we gotta knock this pinion out because it's a little loose. And I suppose, you know, it was in the old garage that we built this front axle last time we were in it. So we'll take that apart. The beauty of a Dana 60 is you have no crush sleeve to worry about. Here we go. They both look pretty good. Now we'll take out our inner axle seals. So we can clean the mud out of our housing. So that should get us clean. kinds of cleaning. Mud and dirt everywhere. You know, this job wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for all the cleaning that one had to do. It wouldn't take as long either. I do know one thing. As long as we have a bare housing, I should put my vent hose back in. Well, that's plugged. Now, that just pounds in there, right there. But it keeps coming out. So, I'm thinking we're gonna have to braze it in. Which means getting this out of the way. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Oh, that was loose. Wow. There, that'll do. Okay, we got that tapped in there. Now we gotta braze it. All right, now we get to braze that in. What? Oh, we got no oxygen. Isn't that the way it goes? Looks like we're gonna have to make a run. Yep, we're out of oxygen. Isn't that the way it goes? We're gonna have to make another run. Well, thanks for watching, BSF Recovery Team. Keep wheeling, be safe out there, and maybe we'll get back in the woods.